It's a little nip out here, I mean. Wow. Shalom, 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 blessings. I know everybody's looking at the title like, what is going on? Now, just the other night, we talked about the country of the North. We showed you on the maps who that country was. Russia. Sorry, I'm signing in something. And China. Remember, the country in the red, the country in the yellow. And the prophetic word of the prophets saying, the country of the North, the king of the North, the South, Babylon, United States. That's how it looks. Russia, United States, then China. We're going to get into that a little bit later. More confirmation of how Yahuwah never lies. And whoever speaks the spirit of the Ruach, you know what I mean? It's just speaking the mouth of God. That's it. They don't get no credit or nothing. There's no praise. It's just that actual truth is still out here, though there are myriads of lies. Legions. That's the actual good word for it. Legions of lies in the form of religion. Now, we're also going to talk about nanoware, nanotech, smartware. What is that? Well, we've been telling you if you've been coming here, Thus saith the Lord. Now, we showed you how they were taking human skin and making it leather, And people was eyeballs and real nose and all of that, blood drips. I mean, it's up there. It's on my YouTube page. You have to go to Ruach, R-U-A-C-H, one word, Ha-Kadesh, H-A, little apostrophe at top, Q-O-D-E-S-H, entertainment. You'll see my big head, and then you will know you're at the right spot. Or on Meta, Facebook, just go simply to B.C. or period page, and it'll take you to what looks like this. You should see the scripture in the background and my big head and my beautiful soulmate that the Most High had blessed me with. God knows. And so, that's how I'm going to show you what the YouTube looks like in a hot jiffy. Just have to put this on my Yeshua page, but it can't take no more friends. It's piled up with other people waiting, so people don't think that I ignore you. It's just that some people get mad at the truth and they leave, and then I'm able to shift you in, People come and go like money flow, So, that's just how it is, To each his own. Everybody have their own opinion and faith, We don't make nobody do nothing. So it isn't that I'm ignoring the friends list. It's about 20 people waiting to get on. That's why I say, if you don't like this truth, why are you wasting up space? Be gone. If you don't like to hear it or you against it, why are you here? Just simply unfriend me and then we'll replace it. Remove and replace, which shouldn't be new because Yahuwah does it all the time, And so, we try to follow the Most High. We are not the Most High, but we try to be a sign of him, so people can really believe that God is still alive and very powerful. That's it. It's all glory to him. Nothing else matters. If anybody else tell you anything else, they are bold-faced, black, white, Puerto Rican, Spanish, yellow, pink, whatever the color of the rainbow, lie. Period. Then every color of the rainbow is a physical race. That's why we know we are light beings, See, people don't like that kind of truth because it doesn't bring division. It doesn't get to point the finger at another flesh and say, you the devil and my way is right. So then, just get mad. But we are not conformed to this world. Now, I think I've rambled my mouth just about enough. Let me look at this title again. It says, Country of the North, Takeover and Smartware, Nanotech Gear, Human Sleeve, AI Consciousness, like the show Black Mirrors. Yeah, if you don't know what that is, I advise you go to Netflix before it be taken off and go look at it, all right? Man, it's a lot of stuff in there, time travel, how they put these things in and their eyeballs go in the back of their head and they in the game system. I mean, this ain't new to y'all. We know about this smart tech stuff. All right? So it ain't nothing new. It's just that Hollywood is showing you the agenda of the plan. All right, now when you come to YouTube, all right, I'm trying to pull up my page. You see? You have to spell it like that. R-U-A... Oh, actually, it's R-U apostrophe A-C-H-H-A apostrophe Q-O-D-E-S-H. Booyah Entertainment, which means Holy Ghost Entertainment, which means entertain means to feed you, drink you, because... No, I said that wrong. I'm not drinking you. Give you something to drink and feed you is called hospitality. Now, the food that you're drinking is bread. And the drink that you're going to be drinking is kind of the blood of Yeshua, which is a... Look at them. They're trying to cut me out. You know we're telling the truth. Which is a metaphor of spiritual frequency. Science taught you that, right? All right, now, let's get down to business. All right, now, check this out, y'all. Y'all heard my mouth. You need to hear it from my boy JWTV. Go out there, look for him on YouTube also. Y'all gonna see him on my TikTok because he just brings so much, the spirit inside of him brings so much confirmation of what we've been saying for 10 years now. Maybe even longer than that, but 10 years about for social media. And now, really being strong, 5 years when we became a ministry. So, you know, for those that knew me way back then, called me a conspiracy theorist, so he's a liar. What is he talking about? He has no degree. We not going to say we told you so, because the spirit was reaching out to you. Let's get down to business.
Hot Chicken 2022. Government surveillance through clothes, through everything you know of, which we knew was coming.
Through clothes? No, he didn't say that. Y'all laughed at me when I said your little piece of paper. Your kid's piece of paper got nanoparticles on it. That's why they don't look. See, this is an old notebook. You know what I'm saying? But that new stuff out there, y'all go get at Walmart, Publix, Stop and Shop, Food Lion, Piggly Wiggly. You know, wherever y'all shop at. You know, thrift stores and stuff. You get them new books, they got nano cameras in it. What the heck you need to see and listen to what I'm doing in school for? Or in my personal business? Somebody getting too personal. Somebody trying to be like God around here. That's what we're going to find out. Now, we talked about this a month ago. Oh, man. I'll put this in the link about the human skin wear. All right? Now they're getting so good that they can put stuff in your clothes and they can hear and know everything you're doing. It's a little too personal for me, y'all. I don't know about y'all. It's a little too personal for me. When I'm going to the bathroom, you being looked at. You wondering how you end up on the internet on porn and stuff like that. You know, you in the private with your lover in the room. Your clothes is everywhere with you, people. You know what I'm saying? Even if you throw them on the floor or whatever, hanging them up and the closet doors open. We watching you. Big brother's watching you. Know what I'm saying? That's how serious this is. Catch my drift? Now, I try to make it comical so your heart don't be like, oh my God. You know what I'm saying? It's not nothing to fear. All right? When you were born in this world, the whole world looked at you naked. All right. So let's keep going.
Just and everything else, right? Don't y'all remember that? Well, it's not just smart patches that they want you to take the, you know what, the VX and all that stuff with. But they have smart patches, which we're going to talk about here in a few, that from a different location, a person could control a robot, which the DHS says they'll have anti-terror robots as well. And we talked about that.
Remember the show, Alter Ego? Someone was in the background dancing it. But on stage, it was a projected hologram of lights, right? And we saw something, a being, And he looked human. He was purple. Now, I ain't never seen, well, some people can't be black, they're purple. But you get what I'm saying. So, what I'm saying? And they shooting out hearts and stuff. Whoosh, whoa! The black dude out the Will I Am. Whoa! You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God. Man, I awe at the miracles of supernatural God. I ain't awing at no lights and gimmicks and stuff that I can understand science and put together on lights on and put a projection show in my yard. I'm not awing about that. But when Cassie B moved and the Spirit told me to speak to that brother and say, man, you're going to be healed. When you go see the doctor, that's going to be the confirmation. And then they come back and say, boy, that thing that the Lord told you to say, it happened. That all me like, what? Because after I talked to you, I went to sleep. I started eating dinner. Let you know I wasn't God, So that's what I all about. So now you putting cameras and sound microphones. I can't see in my clothes. Watching my children. They pedophiles, right? And you wondering why they coming out the woodworks. Let's show you why. We are in the God of this world, right? And the God of this world don't do nothing of righteousness, right? And spirits need a physical body to be seen, right? So the serpent seed is just men that do wickedness, right? So I see men fly air balloons above the clouds of God. I see men fly airplanes way above the clouds of God. I see men portray that they're in spaceships and go to the stars of God, but it's really the robots, satellites, etc., not man. Right? And I see that they got space stations for man to live in, right? Above the stars of God. What did Isaiah chapter 14:12 say? Although it say bright and morning star, which we understand is Venus. And the lesser light, we understand to be Sirius B. And the greater light, which controls all of the solar systems, is Sirius A. So the bright and morning star reflects Christ. The lesser light of that star is what orbs around it every epileptical 50, 60 years, called Sirius B. And they are the galactical federational rulers, right? We don't call them that. We call them principalities, dark power rulers in high places, wickedness, right? So if you don't believe that, then when I'm telling you that on the other side of the river, when they start talking mythological, it really ain't myth. Because the myth gods they believe in is what you understand to be dark-powered rulers. So even in your division, religion tell you lies. They tell you that they don't exist. How they don't exist if you in church talking about devils and demons? Somebody's lying. So we have to go down the truth. So God didn't put clothes on us in the Garden of Eden, did he? He put his light on us. It said Adam was naked. Adam didn't have skin when God made him. God made him a light orb. You forgot you a star? Let me help you remind you every year when you turn the number that you wasn't before. That's information. Wow. We really have fell away from the spirit, haven't we? So in that information of your star that takes 4 seasons broken into 3 months, 4 times 3 is 12, right? And there's 12 signs. Look up. My story is signs. Your zodiac sign. Seasons, the dispensated time you were born. And wonders, to speak the word of the power of the manifestation of what was already written by the breath of God. Cosmos. That's your gospel, not this book they tamper with. Man can't tamper with the star, but he can tamper with this. Now he can show you some freaking Michelangelo pictures on a video camera and lie to you what have already been foundated, but he's not telling you the truth. So when the government tell you extraterrestrial aliens are coming, we warring, translation, God and the mildreds of the souls of righteousness is coming to compound this earth. And Satan only has a little bit of time. Do you think Satan's serpent seed's going to shoot Satan down? Do you think they're going to warn us when their king come down here? When have you ever seen evil come down and take control? They're called the ascended masters. So if you up, how you ascending? Oh, so what's up there is us as the saints of the ministering flame of fire. We have been taught called stars. And the extra aliens they trying to fight is Michael and God and whoever God is with. That Enoch told us mildreds of souls, including our own spirit, that our soul mind has to catch up with to know that we are already sitting on the throne waiting for time to catch up. Follow? So where did they get this technology understanding from? And since the secrets of the angles of light, you've been tricked to be called angels. But if I go to the east of the sun, I see different projections of what I see in the west. You already tell me that East Coast is 3 hours behind West Coast. That's a different angle of light from the sun. To us, it looks like it's a cross, but it's a different angle. And so that's not an angel. That's an illusion of time playing with light. Same thing as alter ego. Someone in the background singing, someone. It's a human that got to do all of that. But because they're so good in project cartoon character or whatever the heck they want to be, we're looking at the surface instead of actually pulling up the root, which is stupid. It's still a human. They don't like the way they look that God made, so they make a counterfeit illusion, artificial intelligence, and they say that is the true them. I think you're confused. The nature and the qualities that you project in this alter ego. And before this light projection, Sasha Fierce and Beyonce is the same person, aren't they? So I'm not telling you nothing new under the sun. Let's keep moving, right? So why do they need to put cameras and stuff into... Because they need to know who really is the power of God. And only electrical radiation technological devices can ensure that kind of aura power. When you go get an x-ray, a CAT scan, why you never see your flesh? Because your flesh is a hologram. It's not real. Light on light. You a light being, and that machine that is taking a picture of you is light. So when two lights comes together, boom, and they form, why your flesh ain't in the picture? You see bone, marrow, soul, and spirit in the outline of the skull. Look at your picture very carefully when you go get another x-ray. Pay attention at the top of the skull and the outline of the body. You will see that you are a light being. You will see the light. I don't care if it's in color or black and white. You will see that light. Where it say that in the Bible? The word of God is a double-edged sword that cut bone, marrow, soul, spirit. See it? All right, here we go.
So that again, though, as you're tuning in, thanks for tuning in this report. And why do you want to get clothes that are more old school from places that are more old school than new school? I'm going to tell you all that here in just a few spots. But a person moves the arm. Let's say a person, does a right hook and they're like somewhere sitting at home and just beating the hell out of you, you know what I'm saying, with the right hook, and then they're hitting you with the 1-2, and then next thing you know, it's not even a robot, and it's a person who has a skin sensor sending haptic feedback.
Y'all remember Black Panther movie, how his skin looked? In that little suit, that thing was super skin tight, wasn't it? But that's what they talking about, man. And they got sensors on it that make you look like you a super soldier. And, what looked like magic to us 10 years ago, like, oh, man, they can make a man not feel pain. Remember we showed you the video where right here in your hypothalamus, right here is a little sensor called the noception. Look it up, the noception. When you tamper with that sensor, it takes away pain and all fear and doubt, reason, all of that. You don't feel none of that. So they shoot some type of wave at you, knock that sense out, And we think it's a super soldier magic trick. No, 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 no. Physical anatomy of the body and the spirit will give you the edification of understanding.
I mean, this is pretty much what we're talking about here. And let's read this. It says, being able to beam yourself into a robotic body has all kinds of applications, from practical, fanciful, existing interfaces that could make this possible tend to be bulky, but a wireless electronic skin made by Chinese researchers promise far more natural control.
China, the red dragon. You're going to be injected with something with a tail and a needle. Men going to wish to die and can't die. Starting to look pretty real through science, huh? Transhumanization, huh? What, 30, 40, 50, 100 years ago? What the heck is this Bible talking about? It's coming clear to you now, isn't it?
Using these robots they're going to control them. And after they control them, they'll be able to do whatever they want from a different location, which gives the tyrants a lot more. What else are they doing? U.S. intelligence seeks to outfit smart clothes with clandestine cameras, sensors, and microphones. IARPA, obviously a faction of DARPA, is going to be doing this. So it says EPAN's information request would turn the Internet of Bodies into a data.
Hold on. I'm going to flip sides. I want y'all to be able to read this right. Boop. U.S. intelligence seeks to outfit smart clothes, smart TV, smart city, smart chip, smart vaccination, smart nation. Didn't we say a matrix within a matrix, a vortex in a vortex? Smart clothes with clandestine cameras, sensors, and microphones. Let's keep going.
Collecting spyware perspective. So this is why you don't want to get the newest clothes in the market, because they're going to be doing all these things, and I'm going to tell you what they're going to do. Appreciate that super chat, CM Wonder. Appreciate everybody here in the chat right now. U.S. intelligence community is requesting information on how to develop comfortable, and it's really funny they say they're developing information. They've already got the information. How to develop comfortable smart clothes that can sense, process, and communicate information on individuals, location, physical surroundings. The Intelligence Advanced Research Project, IARPA, is looking to outfit smart clothing clandestinely, clad cameras, sensors, microphones, scrunchable batteries, energy harvesters powered by body. So literally, they want you to put clothes on that's going to harvest your energy. They're going to be using.
Translation. We want to harvest your soul. Mark of the beast. Cannot buy, sell, or do anything without the frequency. That's the chip. That's the mark. Stick it up into your nose for a test, right? Putting off nanoparticles as soon as it touch you. And after the test, ask how many people who went for a test, nothing was wrong. Then they started feeling funny. Why? What did they inject in you? Because all it is DNA samples. Don't care how they test you. They're putting it up into you. You don't know it. But it's okay if you took the test. That don't mean that you got the mark. But you know that I'm not lying. Why did you feel funny? Why was it spreading all across your body? And why did some of y'all get sick? Why did some of y'all catch the Rona afterwards? That's the only thing new, foreign that went into your body. See, the immune system kicks in when something foreign comes into your body. All right? So, since Russia and China, they want their money, right? Something America did. We told you. And each soul is being sold off. Right? And we told you that this 7-year thing of a lie about peace and all this stuff was getting ready to come up, set up shop through Russia, China, and the king of the South that was called Babylon, which is really the United States of America. Or North America, shall we say. That's the real name. So, more confirmation.
Says U.S. rushes weapons to Ukraine with some, but not NATO allies. You got some of the U.S. military on the ground, obviously out there. It says it was chilly in Geneva on Thursday morning. There was no reason to think the talks between the top diplomats from the U.S. and Russia following day would be any warmer. Tensions between the two global powers could continue to rise, with President Biden saying on Wednesday was his guess Russian President Vladimir Putin would use roughly 100,000 forces he has massed along the border to move into Ukraine. So it's like, oh, Biden predicts, and it came true. He didn't predict anything. If you're being hostile towards anybody, they're gonna amass troops, obviously. Just like whenever the U.S. goes over to China, they're gonna amass over there in the South China Sea. So it looks like they're gonna continue to push this. Actually, the war with Russia is what they've been wanting for so many years. And now it looks like they're trying to slowly slide into it. So the way he sent the weapons was not directly. He's going to send them through Lithuania, however you say it, and other countries. Drills today. War game will take place in northern Indian Ocean, the third such exercise by the three nations. So to northern Indian Ocean, preparations for the latest maneuvers came as Russian President Vladimir Putin and his Iranian counterpart met in Moscow Wednesday as pressure mounts for the decision on the Iran nuclear deal. So as that's happening, when I told y'all they were trying to, surround America, they also, Putin's been talking to Maduro again because he's trying to amass over there. Vladimir Putin talked to Vladimir Putin about cooperation between the two countries. The call came a week after Russia chief negotiator in talks with the U.S. on tensions. Let's go down a little bit. Let's get that off screen. Okay, there we go. And it says, confirm nor exclude the possibility of Russia sending military assets to Cuba and Venezuela if the U.S. and its allies don't curtail their military activities on Russia's doorstep. Maduro's office in a statement said Putin expressed all his multidimensional support and backing for the defense of sovereignty and in pursuit of development of the South American country. The statement said the president spoke of increased commerce between both countries, the launch of air service between Venezuela's capital, Caracas, and Moscow, and Russia's supply of CVVAXs to Venezuela. Oh yeah, they gotta push that VAX agenda, obviously. So it's like, oh yeah, they're the great guys. What's going on, True Flicks? Appreciate you for tuning in. We got you.
So there you have it. They pushing the agenda of the Venomous V. The Venomous V. And later today, well, after sunset, of course, Shabbat to everybody. But we're going to get into a deeper detail about why. Of course, we're going to explain light, frequency, sound waves, ultrasonic waves. And why is that as important? Because y'all call them demons and devils and strongholds and principalities is what you've been taught. And you've been programmed to think that avatar images of winged beings is actually what's fighting you. So we will get into the real depth and leave you with the choice of the matter. What the word of God say is true. But how it was presented to us for these thousands of years, that's the lie. And that's how the deception of Revelation chapter 20 of the Hashatan being let out through religion. Legions reliving their lives by consciousness of man. It's not that the demon is being projected. We see spirituality by looking at a person and their actions. The actions is the frequency sound wave that gave the nerve signal, the brain, the actual thought. Never forget it. And so now they want to be attached to your body so much because they want to control your nerve system and your brain. That's what this is about. People selling out your soul to your psyche. This right here is the key. Christ said, I give you the key to the kingdom. The key is right here. Someone take over your brain and your thoughts, you are no longer you. That's what spiritual possessment is, right? But if you raise up the frequencies of the body, it's like a fever. It's a temperature on the external that if you get about 103, 104 degrees, you don't even remember your name. So something on the outside of me can affect the inside of me. That's a frequency. We call it a fever, flu symptoms, stuff like that. That's being conformed to the world. But when you see from the spirituality, and when you put on those the infrared goggles, and like next time anybody got some infrared goggles, night visions that can switch different frequencies of light, look at a sick person next time. Look at somebody who got cancer. Look at somebody who whatever, that ain't 100% healthy. You can see, even 100% healthy, you can see the aura of their spirit through light. You know what I'm saying? That's all you seeing. Frequencies or spirits. So next time, I'm not saying this stuff for no reason. I didn't investigate it, done tried. It's like, yo, I never thought to just look at a sick person and with these special goggles and thought I was going to get some revelation information from heaven. Nobody thinks that. You know what I'm saying? So I always speak on something that I've already done. I've already seen. I'm like, yo, this is gospel truth. I mean, the Bible said this. You know what I'm saying? But when you leave this world, receiving the Holy Spirit, as Darnell Dinkins said before, tell the truth that Adam wasn't made of skin. You are smart dust. You know what dust is? Dust is not dirt. Your body is made from dirt. Dust is, go kick some dust. It's like a ghost. It's like smoke. That's the smart dust. God took them particles, and merged it with your soul. And then covered it with his light. And then in the Bible tells you, God took man, brought him somewhere, to a dimensional realm we can't even find today. Just try to trick you and say, yeah, it was somewhere in Africa. Well, where that then? Find it. Where the portal door? You show all these pyramids, all these other gateways. Where the hell is the gateway to the Eden? Come on, man. Stop that nonsense, man. God, just like we can't find the ark, just like we can't find Noah's spaceship. I love saying that. But the Noah ark, just like we ain't find Solomon gold. God said he was going to never let nobody find. Listen, these are dimensions that we ain't there. Nobody found the body of Moses. Stop playing with me, man. Stop. Just stop it. Even Satan looked for Moses. Where's Moses? That right there should tell you there's secret dimensions we will never know until the end. So, what I bring to the table is actually from the spirit. It's just, can you handle it? You know what I'm saying? And so now you see that they want to take control over your nerves and your mind so they can shut you on and off. Is this conspiracy or is this prophecy? Leave y'all comments and y'all answers of what you think. Shalom, blessings. Happy Shabbat.